Hello, lovely viewers. Welcome once again to yet another episode on our channel. As usual, I always have a discussion with my prestigious man, and he's no other person than Mr. Nakwame. We have the answer. Today, we'll be discussing a very sensitive topic. We've already given you the update for the episode one. Today is about the episode two. LGBTQ plus. LGBTQ plus. Now, have you heard that a bill has been passed? You're going to learn a lot of things about it. So I'm going to introduce my guest to help me with the discussion. Thank you so much, Anakwame, for joining us.
Thank you too. Thank you too. I appreciate anytime that you guys invite me here. I like your settings, your arrangements. Actually, it's very, very good. And I like the view that Nigerians, Togolese, and then Burkinabes across Africa education about LGBT and then its related matters. So I'm grateful to be here.
You are also welcome for also being here. Okay, so LGBTQ,
Yes,
the law has been passed
in Ghana.
in Ghana.
The bill has been passed in Parliament. Parliament, with its leadership, Honorable Mr. Speaker Alvin Bagbin, they've passed it very well, but it is not a law yet until the president assents it.
Okay.
But my problem is that when a country is in emergency, lawfully Parliament have to be contacted, and then parliamentary processes have to be conducted, and then they have to formulate, pass it from their own corner of point of view, and then formulate it and then push it to the president. But before it goes to the president, that bill have to go to the attorney general for it to be written in a legal language before it is presented to the president for him or her to assent or sign the bill. When the bill is signed by the president and then it becomes a law, which will be very difficult to entrench or amend. It's going to be entrenched law, difficult to amend. So for now, I don't know. It has been passed. I think it was passed on Thursday or something. But I don't know why as of now. Because this thing that we are talking about, my dear, it's not easy. It's not easy. When was that? Last 3 days, I was watching this local television, and then I heard that a boy of 3 year old, yes, 3 year old has been sodomized by a liberal. Serious, 3 years. And then the mother says she went for a funeral somewhere, and then she received a call that the boy was not feeling well, so they should come and take the boy to hospital. They took the boy to hospital, and the doctors diagnosed, and then just processed the boy, and then he was diagnosed of this act. He was asked, and then he said it was coach who did that to him. Which coach? Is a local name. So that coach was traced to that Libra. That Libra has actually come there to work for the chief of Trifo. Trifo Praso or something. That chief there actually asked the man to come and work for him. And that man, when he came there, instead of him to focus and do his work, he was testing children's anus with his penis. It was very deadly. The boy, 3 year old, I don't know, grade what, or KG or
KG, yes.
The anus has been, the rectum is destroyed.
Or even nursery too. Yeah.
So the government, please, if you are watching us or you can hear us, please, this thing is not something that we should joke with. We have to, yes, we have to pass it. We have to pass it as fast. We don't have to wait and say that because of the little things we'll be getting from this Western world or the Western powers, we should hold our horses and then no, it has to be passed. So if you ask me so far about the bill, it has been passed at Parliament with the leadership of Honorable Speaker Alvin Bagbin has passed it. He has done his part. He has washed his hands. He has done it. Ghana parliamentarians, 275, a few were debating it negatively, that they don't want it because the bill is actually going after a few minority in our societies, and their views and their right has been pushed down, has been trampled on. So we should look at it from the fundamental human right. All these fundamental human rights Bullshit. Please. This is not time for us to joke. Dansuman, 7-year-old boy and a 6-year-old boy were caught in camera
Yeah.
practicing gay. And when they were asked, that boy who was going to do it told the man who was asking that it was Papa Pakwasi at that place, at that area, who taught him how to do it. And Pakwasi was also a child of another mother. So they trace, and then the thing has been going on within that one and so on. Okay, among they are not even, they are children.
Yeah.
That's woman.
Wow. So the bill has been passed, but the government, the president has not yet endorsed it for it to be legalized in the country. So we are going to ask, what does the bill say? What is the bill? What does
the bill entails a lot. Though Ghana has passed the Act of Information Rights for anybody to have access to information, both public or private, you can have access to it. Every public information you can have access to it. But as of now, it's still being processed. But the few gists I have come across is that if, for example, Uganda, if you are caught in Uganda practicing gay, they are laws, because they've passed it. Their law says that if you practice gay, one, straight to death. If you are harboring or you are hosting a gay or a lesbian, you can go to prison for a long period of time. If you are presiding or representing a gay community, you can be sent to prison for a long duration. If you are advocating for the gay society, you can also be in prison with a harsh number of years. They are there. That is Uganda. Ghana is too brutal. Ghana own is too harsh. Though Uganda own is too harsh and it is too bloody, Ghana own went the same way. Ghana own with a number of years is more. And then I don't think they've included a death penalty.
Okay.
Yes, for that one, I'm not sure they will do that, because when the bill was brought to Parliament, they read the bill to the entire House, and then it was discovered that there were these harsh sentences or these harsh clauses in it. So they have to go and review it. A committee, there are a lot of legal committees there, so they was given the legal committee to look through and then slide out and cancel out all those ones. So it has been done. So I think the bill is more that harsh to the LGBT community, but rather it is restricting them for them to practice their beliefs and values. Okay, so it entails that if you try, let me say this, if you are a media station and you are trying to use your platform to promote the activities of these gay and lesbian communities, you can be closed down. All of you can be arrested there. If you are somebody or you are a landlord and you are giving a house or a room to a gay man or lesbian, whatever it is, you can also be arrested alongside that person, and then you can be processed into court for you to be imprisoned. So that is that. And you are a friend of a gay, a lesbian, you are also targeted. You get it? If you are somebody who is sitting at the corner of his room, camera on you, and you are also advocating for them, you can also be arrested. So the bill is very broad. As time goes on, we'll be bringing you the full details. But the harsh clauses is what I've said. Okay, it is coming for you. If you are having any relation, you are having anything to do with any LGBT man, woman, whatever it is, you have to abstain from it, or else they are coming for you. And it is not good for Ghana, our family system, our values, our interests. It is highly against it. If they think it's good for them, they can go ahead and then practice it. But hell no to Ghana and hell no to Africa. I learned 5 countries has passed it. Mozambique, Angola. I think I have to go to these countries. They've accepted people who have and South Africa. They've accepted people who have and they've passed it. Well, that is their business. I think majority of these countries that have passed it, there are a lot of citizens in their countries who are highly against it. Devilish act. I think as time goes on, all these things will be recognized, that will be cancelled out. So that is that. If you ask me the details of the law of the bill, that is what I can say about it.
Okay, so there were the details of the bill. I heard you saying Uganda has given things about it. But before we continue, we want to go and take a short commercial break, and then we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Okay, we are back from our break. But if you like what I'm wearing, it's from Lgbtq. In contact us, we are going to give you their details, and then you can also get your outfits done. If you like our makeup too, it's from Liz as well. If you contact us, we'll definitely give you their numbers. So we are continuing. Uganda has given strict rules concerning their LGBTQ plus. Now I'm asking, what other countries, what other African countries have also passed this kind of bill, and then what are the sanctions they've received?
Kenya.
Okay.
Something happened in Kenya. There are a lot of activist groups in Kenya. Society, towns, communities. Let me say the Kenyan population, 90% are against this LGBT activities. But do you know what happened? Something happened in Kenya. They took the matter to court. I think some people were arrested for practicing what? This gayship, yes. And when they went to court, the court says that it is their fundamental human right. They have the right to practice what they want. So they should go ahead. And we can't use the law to cripple a small group or an individual's right.
Yeah.
So they believe that democratically they should be allowed to flow in the country. When this thing happened, the president of Kenya didn't like it. Parliament didn't like it. Okay. But they were able to push through. As I'm speaking, 90%, 95% of the law of Kenya has accepted that LGBT process should be criminalized. South Uganda has also done the same well, and is also against, but has legalized it. No, has criminalized it. But most of the countries, this is what they are doing. They are trying to say they are against it orally, but not legally. They are talking against it. We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want it. But none of them
is legalizing it.
For example, Nigeria is bold to say that they don't like it. They don't like it. Their current president Bola has said they don't like it, but they have not been able to go for. The reason is that if you try, there is a problem for you.
Oh, okay.
If you try to legalize it, there's a problem for you. That is why all of them are afraid to legalize, to criminalize it. That is one problem. So these are the African countries that have been able to so far to come out with it.
Okay. So now, if I understand, that some of the countries are not bold enough to legalize it. So then, let me ask, what is the fate of Ghana, or what is the fate of our country?
The fate of Ghana. You see, if you try to legalize these LGBT issues or these LGBT activities in your country, the Western powers, the Eastern powers, they will accept you wholeheartedly. They are in love with it. They are in bed with it. You'll be given more scholarship, a lot of trade deals, traveling deals. Look, but if you are against it, Ghana, listen. If you are against it, then they are coming for you. Look at Uganda. When Uganda, they passed the bill at their parliament. Do you know what happened? Before the president has even assented, when the president assented it, okay, U.S. President Joe Biden, okay, called the Uganda president. Uganda president, when you see his face, nobody, a very calm man, innocent. I don't know why they made him a president. When you look at that man, Boko on penny who has sent, Mapa no wena, just say, Papa no buade, obunipa, and I would see any man for. And you, Papa no nimpe, who say, Papa no one from his own whims and caprices, or from Nipa no views. And on penny one said, look at, they have sanctioned the man. Uganda Speaker of Parliament, they've banned that person from traveling banned. You can't travel. You are going where? You can travel within Africa. but you can't travel to those Western countries. In terms of money transactions with dollars, they've sanctioned you. In terms of freedom, a whole lot of things that you get from them, you are not going to get from them. Trade deals, they have stopped doing trade with Uganda. In terms of trade, investment, health investment, they've stopped all these things. They will never invest in your health sectors again. Uganda police force, it is they were being sponsored by the US. They've cut it to recruit, to buy guns, ammunition. They've stopped. So Ghana, that even our Jubilee House was built by the Indians. Ghana, what do we own? Even our Ministry of Defense were built by the Chinese. Are we safe? Only penny bekun na Sudan we diem. Na emu no udi akwa asema Ghana edi Ghana yedi for yedi bim. Right? Ya asem ye the name no wo unsa shobi anu ma anya den ye mpai na pampam. O ti ase gofo no omo osika. Omo na look.
Omo na wi ase ne
show monsa. Nyankopon no waka se bonza asase so na ebonsa bia. Enti no ebonsa be for kwan bi so wa e na we me wo asem bia meka dakro because my investigation bia mu. Ebe kakra ensori nyina be junism. Hwese phones ene phone e wo wiase nyina ye nyina be use charger baako. Type C charger. Ye nyina be use one charger. Eye iPhone pe enom so mo mpene. Enti iPhone phones a be ya ba ni nyina no enye charger eye pad bi a the phone be so na charge no omo mpe. Ye nyina be use as the be ko sorry baako. Time the be ko sorry, the be ko sorry no. E be baako. Ye market system be baako. Ye president, ye president I be say Ghana president, Togo, Nigeria, no. We are going to get one certain universal international president. I want to be president for the whole world. I want to be control. So the countries are going to be regional. Share. And here my also. Almost starting, you baby sika baako. Sika wo wiase nyina. You starting region by region. You starting the Kansas Canibo. Africa, you be Afro. Then you be this Afro. Western powers, only $1 billion. Omu can boom more baby, but the reason all of us are going to spend dollar. And who's the same one that they become her? And you know, share when you be for you should know that first before. Ghana government or this one way or me all banner a home and 2 Mr. Mahama. Also, when I come, I will review the LGBT world. Men fan no NC bonnet review no. ABA or the Bible ho and or the Bible the way be free enti no e ho dey mean what he was trying to say or what he meant but enema wo Ghana yen share self mu so dem say person ye call heaven there a person ye call paradise there then we should go hungry and go to paradise or heaven than to practice this LGBT nonsense and go to hell. So that is what I would say.
So we should be hungry and go to paradise rather than be satisfied and practice LGBTQ and go to wherever is not heaven or wherever is not paradise. We've heard a lot about LGBTQ plus, and now we know that it has been passed, even though the president hasn't finally endorsed it. We've known other countries that are affiliated with it, those who are against it and those who are for it, and what we stand to benefit or lose if we are to agree or reject to it. Now we are going to hear from our friend, our final words to the public, our final words to the Ghanaians.
Whoever you are watching me or wherever you are watching me from, we are not in normal times. It is unfortunate that you are part of the race that has seen all this nonsense. Could you believe a man of your caliber, your muscles built, you went for a child of 3 years and slept with not even a girl but a boy, a boy 3 years. What came to your mind? A boy. And look at what we are hearing. A woman will be able to keep a child 9 months, give birth to this child, wrap the child in a rubber and dump the child in a recycle bin. Wherever you are, it is 2 things: prayer, salvation is the only path that will save you. If you think God is not there, that is your business. For me, God is there. He sent his son, Master Jesus, to come and save all of us. And he is alive. Repent from your sins. If you are a lesbian, you are a gay, and you are watching me, do not let this stupid fundamental human right, I have my right, I know my right, to convince you, to lead you to hell. You like to say, I wish I would have stopped these things. If you are somebody who is willing to stop, you can kneel down right now, raise your hand, and say, Father, forgive me for I did not know what I was doing, and you'll be saved. Rush to the nearest church around you, go and confess your sins, and you shall be saved. Continue doing what you are doing, and you will not see the good side of God. That's my advice.
Habits do really die hard. It's very difficult to let go of an old habit, but very easy to still sustain it. But our brother is telling us that for the love of God and for the love of humanity, if you are part of this LGBTQ, please and please and please again, you're not only doing it to harm society, but also doing it to harm yourself. So try as much as possible to desist from it. Please try. Go to the nearest church, surrender, give your life to Christ. And I believe that things will turn around for the better and the best for you in your life rather than surrendering to LGBTQ. Thank you so much for watching us today. Today, our topic was about LGBTQ and whether the bill has been passed in Ghana or not. We have come to the end of it, but I always tell you that if you always enjoy my videos and you want to get more intriguing and thrilling stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that anytime I come up and upload a new video, you will be the first to hear it. Thank you.